attempt with 2 seconds left was right down the middle, but came up just short. Matt Ryan threw for 2 touchdowns as the Falcons improved to 6-4 to stay within 2 games of NFC South leader New Orleans. Ryan says they're starting to click on offense.
I honestly think our practices have been really good all year, and our effort out there has been great. So some of the production wasn't there earlier in the year, but it's starting to come out now.
Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson threw for 258 yards and 2 touchdowns.
We had a really good chance to, be first in the NFC West tonight, and unfortunately we didn't. There's a lot more football to play.
Seahawks are also 6-4 now, 1 game behind the NFC West leading LA Rams. This is SRN Sports. In the NHL, Toronto carried a 6-game winning streak into their game against the league's worst team. The streak is over after the Maple Leafs lost to Arizona 4-1. Coyotes left wing Brendan Perletti, who scored a goal, says they feel better about themselves following 3 straight victories.
Get these wins against, obviously, Montreal, Toronto, and Ottawa. It's a huge confidence boost for us going back home now.
Calgary said Washington their 3rd loss in 4 games, 4-1. Columbus beat Buffalo 3-2, the Sabres' 6th consecutive loss. It was Nashville 5-3 over Winnipeg. The Predators won for the 7th time in 8 games. John Moore's goal, 52 seconds into overtime, gave New Jersey a 4-3 win over Minnesota. Anton Vermette beat goalie Martin Jones in the 9th round of a shootout as Anaheim edged San Jose 3-2. In the NBA, Boston's winning streak is 16 after they won in overtime at Dallas 110-102. Other winners Monday, Cleveland, San Antonio, Philadelphia, Indiana, Charlotte, the New York Knicks, Washington, Portland, New Orleans, and Denver. With SRN Sports, I'm Patrick Foss.
We play your favorite oldies, Jukebox Gold.
Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Good morning. We're at 37 degrees at 7 o'clock in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. A veteran Democrat congressman is the target of sexual harassment allegations, and Michigan's John Conyers allegedly settled one complaint a couple of years ago, paying a woman $27,000.
BuzzFeed says it got the documents from right-wing activist Mike Chernovich, but independently confirmed their authenticity. Chernovich says that he gave the documents to BuzzFeed News because Democrats would, as he put it, try to discredit the story by attacking the messenger if he published them himself. himself.
Correspondent Shirley Smith says there's been no comment from Conyers' office. CBS This Morning is without one of its hosts after the network suspended Charlie Rose over sexual misconduct allegations leveled against the veteran newsman. Rose says he's deeply embarrassed by the allegations and has apologized for his behavior. Also at SRNnews.com, President Trump on his decision to return North Korea to a terrorist blacklist.
Should have happened a long time ago. Should have happened years ago.
The president's planning additional sanctions on Pyongyang in a move that Secretary of State Tillerson says is aimed at getting the North to cry uncle.
This just continues to tighten the pressure on the Kim regime, all with an intention to have him understand this is only going to get worse until you're ready to come and talk.
Iranian President Hassan Rouhani says ISIS now has been eliminated or minimized in the region. The Justice Department is suing AT&T to stop its $85 billion purchase of Time Warner. A man accused of fatally shooting a rookie police officer in western Pennsylvania is now in custody. The suspect accused of killing New Kensington officer Brian Shaw happened during a traffic stop Friday night. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 57 points, and this is SRN News. There's a pro-life battle going on in Pittsburgh.
A district court judge has ruled the city does have the right to establish a bubble around its abortion clinics, forcing pro-life protesters to stay at least 15 feet away while praying and counseling pregnant women. Pro-lifers are expected to appeal the ruling, which runs counter to court decisions about similar bubble zones in other cities. The plaintiffs say the zones violate their First Amendment rights of free speech and freedom of religion. Michael Harrington, SRN News.
China's multi-year crackdown on Christians continues. There have been several reports this month of Chinese police breaking up house church worship sessions, arresting and interrogating leaders and laymen. It is officially illegal in China to worship outside of a government-regulated church, and house churches are always subject to raids. As part of the crackdown, Chinese authorities are also pulling down crosses from the steeples of government-approved churches. This is SRN News. A federal judge has permanently blocked President Trump's executive order cutting funding to sanctuary cities.
U.S. District Court Judge William Orrick rejected the administration's argument that the executive order applies only to a relatively small pot of money and said Trump cannot set new conditions on spending that's been approved by Congress. The judge had previously made the same arguments in a ruling that put a temporary hold on the executive order that targeted the so-called sanctuary cities. The Trump administration appealed that decision. San Francisco City Attorney Dennis Herrera says, quoting now, President Trump might be able to tweet whatever comes to mind, but he can't grant himself new authority because he feels like it. Shirley Smith, Washington.
Tesla looking to electrify a new type of vehicle, big trucks. Company unveiling its new electric semi-tractor trailer near its design center in California. More details at srnnews.com.
Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. It's your car, it's your voice. Jackson's Body Shop, the best choice. Dents, dings, major body repair. A pre-loaner car, 'cause we really care. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Jackson's Body Shop, downtown. Call 647-6989 or Jackson.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather. Partly sunny today. Expect a high of around 60 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight. 31 for an overnight low. And for Wednesday, mostly sunny and chilly. About 48 for an expected high low. Wednesday night, 27 degrees. And Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, expect a mostly sunny day and a high of 52. Currently at 7:07, we're at 37 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county, not bad at the moment for the 7 a.m. hour. It is busy in just a couple of spots out on 41A Fort Campbell, but Tiny Town Road, Trenton Road, and Tylertown Road, all very busy at the moment. 79 way out in St. Bethlehem is busy. Looks like Rossview Road is very busy at the moment. And the MLK 76 connector factor is not bad right now. And 48 and 13 if you're coming into the city from the county. Slow in just a couple of spots and out by Montgomery Central. Now, if you're headed to Nashville this morning, 24 looks pretty good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville-Davidson County area traffic.
Good morning. Checking on an accident up north. It's going to be 24 eastbound around the 37-mile marker. Keep that in mind now as you come through Jolton. It is starting to get busy now. 40 coming down the interstate there through Mount Juliet out of Wilson County, and Harding Place at Binkley Drive appears to be a minor accident. Dr. Elizabeth Baker at Maryland Farms Chiropractic specializes in headaches, migraines. Give her a call today at 309-8279. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news here on the Big 1400 WJZM. It is 7:07. It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for Good Morning Clarksville with Chuck Edwards. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, John Michaels. We are just 1 day away, 2 days away from Turkey Day.
I know.
And I know we've got all types of plans, and we'll be talking turkey today.
And you said chili tomorrow, so I think that sounds good.
A little brisk. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant chili. Yeah. Tomorrow was chili day.
Yeah, it could be.
Can I have some turkey chili?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can have some turkey chili,
Great.
White bean chili. You'd be surprised how many people make up these concoctions and call it chili. But either way, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Still chili.
Yeah, if you think it's cheery, then it's cheery. Thank you for being here this morning as we get started on this Tuesday. This is Good Morning, Clarksville.
Morning, Mr. Radio. Morning, little Cheerios. Morning, Sister Oreo. Did I tell you everything is fine?
1400 WJZM Radio, 33 degrees, expecting a high today near 60. Sports Now update coming your way at 7:20 this morning with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. Musically this hour, Major Harris, the 5 stair steps, and the AWB on the way on the big 1400. But first, we have to do our due diligence. It is birthday time.
Birthday.
Yep, the country pop duo Megan and Liz are 25. They are fraternal twin sisters.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I haven't either. Jenna Malone is 33. She was Johanna Mason in The Hunger Games. The Bella twins, Bree and Nikki, 34.
They're old.
One of them's married
to John Cena, and the other one's married to Daniel Bryan.
Are they both wrestlers?
Yes, they all are.
Okay. Rain Phoenix is 45. She's the sister of Joaquin and the late River Phoenix. Michael Strahan is 45 today. Yep, he jumped ship, left Kelly Ripa, and went over to GMA. Ken Griffey Jr. is 48. Troy Aikman is 51, former Dallas Cowboy quarterback. Bjork is 52. Bjork? Yep. Alexander Siddig is 52. He's Raghul on Gotham, and Doran Martell on Game of Thrones.
Yes, you're the show.
Nicolette Sheridan is 54. Lonnie Jordan is 69. He's the keyboardist for War.
Wow.
Goldie Hawn. How do you think Goldie Hawn
Goldie Hawn is 74.
72.
Oh.
Yep. Juliette Mills is 76. Dr.
92.
John.
Dr. John is 78.
77. Very close.
Woo.
Yep. Marlo Thomas.
She's 92.
No. No. John,
85.
She's 80.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's close.
Yeah.
92. She looks like.
Yeah. 2 days until Thanksgiving, 34 days till Christmas, 40 days till New Year's Eve, and 24 days till Star Wars The Last Jedi.
That's right. I need to take Jimmy Troglin a turkey sandwich tomorrow or Thursday. Because he'll probably be standing in line.
A vegan Thanksgiving
No, I'll carry
sandwich?
him a turkey sandwich.
A real turkey sandwich.
Yeah, real turkey.
That'd be awfully nice of you, John.
It would.
You know, since you're
I could carry him a vegan turkey sandwich, I guess. They make vegan chicken nuggets.
I saw you got some clothes hanging up in the green room there.
Yeah.
So are those for Friday night?
They sure are. Got my stacks and my bell bottoms and
John.
Beirut jacket.
The sequins are a little much.
Oh, you think so?
Well, I mean, look.
Are we still in Saturday Night Fever time?
No, listen.
No.
Look, you know what I say?
Don't have disco
You go
balls.
out and have a great time, and you wear whatever you want. But the thing you have to remember when you put on those stacks and that sequin shirt.
They're going to look funny at me?
No. You know what you do?
What?
You have to wear it like you own it.
Oh.
Just have this mindset.
Well, I do own it. I didn't rent it.
No, you wear it. Like, if people look at you, you'd say, and they say something, it's, no, I just threw on something to wash the car in.
Oh.
Wear it like you own it, my brother.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
Wear it like I own it?
Wear it like you own it.
Does that mean I got to be a little cocky, a little arrogant?
No, just be John. Just be John.
Just don't touch the threads. Just don't touch them. They cost money. I paid $59 for this outfit.
But could you have gotten that shirt in another color besides that chartreuse?
Yeah, well, I had a purple one, but I'm not pre-aught, so.
Oh, yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, I am not pre-aught.
1400 WJZM Radio. Chuck and John, it is Tuesday. Hey, you know what?
What?
We got company coming.
Woo, good.
It's Tuesday with the mayor.
Yay!
So Mayor Kim McMillan will join us during the 8 o'clock hour, so we're looking forward to that here at the Big 1400 with His Excellency himself. Prions!
get a kick. She wore a raspberry beret, the kind you find in a second-hand store. Raspberry beret. And if it was warm, she wouldn't wear much more. Raspberry beret. I think I love her. Rain sounds so cool when it hits the bottom roof. The horses wonder who you are. Thunder sounds out for the lightning seeds. You feel like a movie star. This ain't the first time, ain't the greatest. But I'll tell ya, if I had the chance to do it all again, I wouldn't change a stroke. 'Cause baby, I'm the most. But a girl as fine as she was then,
The big 1400 WJZM radio, 33 degrees, feels like 27. Expecting a high today of 60 degrees. Chuck and John on the Tuesday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Time now for Back in the Day. 140 years ago in 1877, Thomas Edison announced his newest invention.
Let there be.
No.
What?
A hand crank foil cylinder phonograph,
Oh.
which he dubbed a talking machine.
Oh.
You know what the first thing recorded on that talking machine was 140 years ago? No, it was not. It was not static. It was not static. No. 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 It was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. 75 years ago in 1942, Tweety Bird, I thought I saw a Pooty Cat, debuted in the Warner Brothers cartoon, A Tale of Two Kitties.
Oh.
41 years ago in 1976, the first Rocky was released. And just never stops.
Rocky 49 coming out in the spring.
Just never stops. 37 years ago in 1980, an estimated 83 million people tuned into television to find out who shot J.R.
Oh, my.
Who shot J.R.?
I remember that well.
You remember?
Oh, yeah.
36 years ago in 1981, Olivia Newton-John started the first of 10 weeks at the top of the singles chart with Physical.
Physical?
Physical.
Physical.
Yep. Want to get physical.
Let's play that
and
for
22
song.
years ago in 1995, Disney released the first entirely computer animated movie, Toy Story.
Toy Story?
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. Yeah.
Step
Buzz
one ahead.
Lightyear.
Oh, Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
A little later on, we're going to talk to you about holiday movies. It seems as though statistically, your age group, you have different movies that you consider norm or what you like to see during the holidays. And so we'll talk about
my age group?
A different age group.
Oh, I thought
different.
you were pointing at me and you said
No,
my
no,
age group. And I
different
thought,
age
what are you
group.
saying,
Yeah,
I'm old?
yeah. No. No, not with that.
Oh.
No, not with that chartreuse shirt and them sequins on them pants and all
the
that
beer gut
and the glitter and the glitter and them stacks. That's
that
what
big
I'm worried
belly
about.
sticking out there.
What happened to him? He broke both ankles. What was he doing? Walking up the steps in them stacks.
That's a dad bob.
So make sure you don't go to any club or or lounge that has steps.
Yeah, because I fall.
And then stacks,
Especially after a few daddy sodas.
Yeah,
wobbly.
You know you don't have to wear stacks, John.
I don't?
No.
Oh.
You don't have to wear stacks.
Well, at least I'm not putting on high heels either.
That's Saturday night, right? Yeah. The big 1400. Time now for a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy on the big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy. Now enrolling students in pre-K through 3rd grade online at powerandgraceacademy.com.
There's a new list out today of the highest revenue-grossing college football programs, according to National Department of Education data collected from the 2015-16 fiscal year. Not surprisingly, the University of Tennessee came in ranked number 2 on that list, grossing just over $107 million, second only to Texas football, who brought in almost $130 million in total revenue. Tennessee's athletics director John Curry has said publicly that financial resources will not be an issue as the Vols look for a new head football coach, and with incoming revenues seemingly at an all-time high, that should definitely be the case. Now to the NHL, where the Nashville Predators are starting to look like one of the league's hottest teams. The Preds have now won 7 of their last 9 games after besting Winnipeg last night 5-3, and their offense, with the addition of center Kyle Turris, has found some new life, producing 5+ goals in 5 of their last 8 outings. And on to the NFL, where the Tennessee Titans may soon have a tough decision to make on veteran wideout Harry Douglas. The former Atlanta standout was back at practice yesterday for the first time since being placed on injured reserve after a preseason knee injury. Titans head coach Mike Mularkey says Douglas could be ready to go as soon as Sunday against the Colts. However, in order to bring Douglas back off from IR, the Titans would need to release a current player to create a roster spot. Lastly today, fans, do not forget we'll have high school basketball tonight here on the Big 1400. Clarksville Academy will host Stewart County, with girls action beginning at 6 o'clock and the boys contest to follow. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
With the Christ-centered curriculum and a high expectation for academic mastery, Power and Grace Preparatory Academy has set the gold standard for elementary learning. Certified by the Tennessee Department of Education, they've extended their offerings to include music, art, and Spanish. Additionally, students will be participating in STEAM Fridays, emphasizing science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Before and after care is available, spanning from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and enrollment is open for children in pre-K through the 3rd grade. For more info, visit powerandgraceacademy.com or call 931-320-9862.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where a Sports Now update comes to you next hour, 8:20. Brought to you by Coffee Break and Cheesecake on the Big 1400. Clarksville area weather. It's mostly sunny today. We'll reach a high of around 60 degrees, 31 for an overnight low. Wednesday, sunny and chilly as this cold front comes through. We won't get out of the 40s for a high. Overnight low Wednesday of 27 as we roll into Thanksgiving Thursday, where we'll have a mostly sunny day. 52 for a high, 30 for an overnight low. So the quicker we get where we're going and get bundled up, the better we'll be. And then Friday, lots of sunshine, near 60 for an expected high. Right now, we're at 33 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Big 1400 WJZM radio, 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville, expecting a high today of 60 degrees. Well, I thought it was pretty cool. One of my favorite actors, Matthew McConaughey, teamed up with Wild Turkey.
He did. How much did he drink?
No.
Oh, it's not that kind of Wild Turkey.
He teamed up with Wild Turkey at their distillery in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. That's where they make Wild Turkey. That's where the distillery is. And they passed out. They passed out over 4,500 turkeys.
Oh, I thought you said he passed out.
No, he didn't pass out.
Oh.
They gave away.
Oh, they gave away.
They gave away over. See,
now I can understand.
John,
what?
Focus, my brother. I know you're going out Friday, maybe Saturday, but just hold on, okay?
I'm ready to go right now.
No,
let's go.
I know you. Stop shaking like that. And
well, that happens every day about this time.
That chartreuse shirt with the sequins is not just. You keep running there touching. Is there something on it or the magic dust on it? What's the deal?
Magic dust?
Yeah. Anyway, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Left over from the 80s.
I thought it was pretty cool that Matthew McConaughey joined in Wild Turkey.
That's nice.
And they gave away over 4,500 turkeys. It actually happened the 4th of this month, a little earlier, but they just posted a video.
That's all right.
It was Matthew's 48th birthday, and on his birthday,
that's a lot of turkeys.
Yeah. And you think of how big is Lawrenceburg, Kentucky? People
came from near and far away.
Yeah,
and
45.
got a turkey.
Yeah, that was a good thing. So I was sharing with you earlier that maybe if you were to tell me your age, I might be able to guess your favorite Christmas movie. And that's not because John and I are particularly smart, but because we're in radio and we work on it. And we know these things.
We would be doing something.
And we read these things, especially a company called Christmas Lights, etc., did a survey of people's favorites, and they broke them down into age groups.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, of course, older folks are into classics. That's not surprising, but younger adults seem to enjoy a mix of the old and new, which I thought was pretty interesting. Although the newest movie anyone named was Elf from 2003.
Oh, that's that one with Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Never saw it.
And, I was really disappointed.
What?
Because the Polar Express was not listed.
Oh, it wasn't.
That's okay.
Oh.
One of my favorites. Anyway, age 60 plus, Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, and White Christmas from 1954. Age 50 to 59, It's a Wonderful Life, How the Grinch Stole Christmas from 1966, and A Charlie Brown Christmas from 1965.
It's a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah, age 40 to 49, A Christmas Story, A Charlie Brown Christmas, and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation from 1989. 30 to 39, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone from 1990, and Elf from 2003. And 30 and under, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, A Christmas Story, and Home Alone.
Oh.
Those are just some of the breakouts.
That just warms the cockles of my heart.
Well, everybody, I'm sure everybody has their favorite Christmas story, Christmas movie.
I do.
I think, it's interesting. I noticed that you had the jukebox on, and it's all gaily attired.
Yeah.
And soon as Lars makes his appearance, Lars.
Where is he?
You will bring him.
Oh, I will.
You will make it.
I'll tell you what my favorite Christmas movie is none of the above.
You don't want to play any Christmas music. You don't like Christmas movies. You don't like decorating for Christmas.
The Grinch is the only one I like. And then he turns good
Jim
in the
Carrey?
end. Yeah. No. The cartoon.
Oh, cartoon.
Boris Karloff.
But
he likes Christmas in the end. That ruins the whole show.
You don't like Christmas?
No, I'm the Grinch. We might play one Christmas song between now and sometime.
I think everybody should call in and tell John Michaels that the Big 1400 WJZM radio should be Clarksville's Christmas station. I think you should go ahead and let him know It should be Clarksville's Christmas station. The big 1400. WJZM. I love it. Can you see it?
No.
Clarksville's Christmas station with Chuck and John Michaels.
The time is right. You hold me tight, and love's got me high. Please tell me yes, and don't say no, honey, not tonight. Next to me in more ways than one, and I refuse to leave till I see the morning sun creep through your window pane. 'Cause love won't let me wait. Not one more minute, baby. My hand. We'll take a flight and spend the night in Wonderland. Now move a little close to me. You owe it to yourself, and I will selfishly take a little for myself, and it's because of you that love won't let me wait. No, listen, girl. And only you can set me free when I make love to you. We'll explode in ecstasy, and I won't take the blame. That love won't let me wait. No, love won't let me wait. My temperature's rising, 'cause you're so tantalizing. Oh, listen, girl.
The big 1400, WJZM radio. I don't know.
She's not crying.
Oh, she's
not crying anymore.
We were just wondering, Major Harris
yeah.
in that song that we were just listening to.
With some sound effects in
Yeah, some of the sound effects. 34 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Expecting a high near 60. You know what?
What?
Singer-actress Della Reese died.
I heard that. I saw that.
Yep.
That's
she died on
sad.
Sunday. She was 86. No word on the cause of death, but of course she had fought diabetes for years. She started out as a singer, but later became famous starring on Touched by an Angel. So rest in peace, Della Reese. You know, you think about her, she was using a wheelchair a year after having 2 brain surgeries, but the wheelchair was complicating her long-time battle with diabetes. Last summer, she said, quote, "My life is at stake. I don't have type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes has me." Of course, she had her own talk show in the 60s, and
that's right.
She was probably most famous for playing on Touched by an Angel. But she also did a lot of movies.
Yeah, did she play on another series as well? I'm trying to think what the name of it was, but I think she
was in Harlem Nights, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and Beauty Shop.
Harlem Nights, that was the one with Richard. Was Richard Pryor in that?
Yeah, he was in. That was Eddie Murphy.
Oh, Eddie Murphy
Pryor.
and Richard Pryor.
Yeah. But anyway,
that's true.
Yep. Rest in peace, Della Reese. True. You know, Forbes has just released their annual list of the highest paid women in music this year. Beyonce is number one at $105 million. Adele at a distant second, $69 million.
Yikes.
Taylor Swift, $44 million. Celine Dion, $42 million. Jennifer Lopez, $38 million. Dolly Parton, $37 million. Rihanna, $36 million. Britney Spears, $34 million. Katy Perry, who isn't allowed in China, $33 million. And Barbara Streisand, $30 million.
I was trying to think which one of those I could maybe hook up with and maybe make a little money on the side, you know. Marry her and can you let me in your money? Can you just give me $1? But I don't think there's any of them on there I could do anything. I couldn't get.
We'll work on it.
Barbara Streisand?
We'll work on it. Hey,
what is she, 92?
There are a lot of them who didn't make the top 10 list, but they still made 8 figures. Madonna, Lady Gaga, Selena Gomez, and Ariana Grande.
Madonna, I would not marry Madonna.
Why?
Because, no. Yeah. She's not my type.
I know.
Now, Rihanna, I might, I could.
Okay.
Katy Perry, I could marry her.
Okay. She can't go to China.
It don't matter.
You know, why she can't perform in China?
How much money she got?
Do you know why she can't perform? $33 million. You know why she can't go to China?
Why?
Because she performed in Taiwan.
And so they got mad?
Yeah, and so they won't allow her to perform in China because she performed in Taiwan. And they have this cultural, international diplomacy thing that goes out the way.
I could see half of that being mine.
Yeah. The big 1400, 7:50 this morning, we've got the Vol Network notebook.
You don't think I could marry any of those?
No, John.
Oh.
No,
that was a good thought.
Yeah. But the thought, it's a good thought.
I'd like to have some money.
The Vol Network Notebook comes your way at 7:50 this morning, brought to you by Copies and a Flash. We need to take a break so John can make out his prenuptial agreement between Katy Perry. Is that who you said, Katy Perry?
Yeah, or Rihanna, either one.
Or Rihanna,
yeah. It doesn't matter.
He's going to make out a prenup.
You know,
and he's going to take a selfie. He's going to take a
tomorrow.
selfie in this chartreuse shirt with the sequins. Go ahead.
And we have a lawyer coming tomorrow, so...
Yeah, Kevin's going to be here.
Yeah, and he probably could help me out, you think?
I think he probably could.
All right.
I think he might be able to help you out Saturday morning.
Yeah, he might. Well, I still have to call the bondsman.
You got to call the bondsman first, and then they'll.
Then when they set the date, I call
set
Kevin.
The court date. Call Kevin.
Say, help!
Yeah, the big 1400 WJZM Radio. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
America, the home of fun-seeking adventurers. And they all like draw games. But wait till they get a load of Lotto America. With tickets just $1, drawings twice a week, and jackpots starting at $2 million. It's Lotto America from the Tennessee Lottery. It's November in Tennessee, and you know what that means. Fall is in full force, or as we at the Tennessee Lottery like to call it, cash fall. The time of year when a couple of dollars can turn into a nice little cash windfall. And the best part is there are lots of ways to play. Instant games are always fast and fun, or play a big money drawing style game like Tennessee Cash with Tennessee-only jackpots. But you better hurry, because cash is falling like leaves at the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
How does a quality cup of coffee and a delicious hunk of homemade cheesecake sound right now? It should sound like a trip to Coffee Break and Cheesecake. They're the home of the area's best homemade cheesecake and naturally sourced coffee from the Dominican Republic. Stop in today and choose a slice from their huge list of options, including vegan and gluten-free choices. At Coffee Break and Cheesecake, they make everything with the best available ingredients, and they're waiting to serve you now at 1191 Fort Campbell Boulevard, Suite F, just past Dover Crossing.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksville4-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Are you stressed out about a receding hairline or tired of daily watching handfuls of hair float down the drain? Eliminate hair loss and grow new hair with the all-new Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Restoration Tonic. Over-the-counter shampoos are damaging your scalp and causing hair loss with harsh detergents. Vermax offers natural, botanically based solutions to clean your scalp, prevent hair loss, open up pores, and reestablish hair follicles. Don't be bald. Call Vermax today at 866-620-6000 to get that lush, healthy head of hair you've always wanted. Eliminate hair loss with Vermax Scalp Enrichment Shampoo and Hair Loss Restoration Tonic. Call Vermax today at 866-620-6000. Call 866-620-6000 now.
Queen City Disposal is your locally owned and operated refuse company, offering nearly 4 decades of quality service to the residential communities of Clarksville. They also offer commercial business services in Montgomery, Houston, Stewart, Dixon, Robertson, and Cheatham counties. Queen City Disposal is clean and green certified. At Queen City Disposal, they focus on personal customer service. You will never be lost in the corporate jungle. Call Queen City Disposal today at 931-896-1500. That's 931-896-1500 and online at queencitydisposal.com.
For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Looking for a new golf experience? Tired of playing the same old courses? Try Clarksville's newest golf course, the River Club Golf and Learning Center, located along the Red River. The picturesque River Club offers some of the area's best golf, putting greens, and driving ranges. And while you're there, stop by and have lunch in the clubhouse or enjoy some live music in the evenings. It's open to the public and waiting for you. The River Club Golf and Learning Center, Clarksville's premier golf experience. Call the River Club of Clarksville today for more information. 931-919-3200. The River Club of Clarksville.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 35 degrees at 747. You know, I was reading, did you know if you work at Disney World, if you work at any of the Disney parks, that you are not allowed to point with one finger?
Like you're doing?
Yeah, you're not allowed to point with one finger. Because it could be seen as a negative gesture by people from some countries and cultures, so they always point with 2 fingers.
Huh.
Yeah. So from now on,
I did not know that.
So from now on, I'm gonna point with 2 fingers. I'm gonna point with 2 fingers.
Okay.
Okay. So you know. I just wanted to let you know that.
Thank you.
You know, and
I'll make sure.
Usually, you know,
when you give me the salute, I'll know.
The 2-finger salute.
No, the one.
The one. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm gonna give you. I'll point with 2 from now on because I don't want to offend you. You know.
Yeah, it won't offend me.
Well, the culture that I don't know. Anyway.
I might offend back though.
I understand.
I'll point back. I might throw it back at you.
I thought that was interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but you know,
I never thought about that.
Everything is, you know, is so politically correct.
PC.
And you have to be, and you know, you have to be sensitive to what other people's cultures are like and what their customs are, and so it makes
sense. It does bother me sometimes here, though.
When people point at...
No, when we just have to be so PC about everything, every little thing.
Yeah.
Don't say that. It might offend them.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
I don't know how to get around that, though.
Oh, you just offended me by saying that. See?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, no.
You offended me.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio with Jose Feliciano.
that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, hey, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time for hesitation's through. There's no time to wallow in the mire. Darling, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, 35 degrees. Well, we're 2 days away from Thanksgiving, and as much as I hate to, I don't really, as much as I look forward to our Thanksgiving dinner. The one I'm about to tell you about,
we're
just kind of, it's kind of over the top.
4:30.
Somewhat. I'm sorry.
So we're supposed to be there about 4:30.
Over the top. And to some people, the Thanksgiving dinner I'm about to tell you about does sound better than the stovetop stuffing and canned green beans that a lot of us
stovetop stuffing.
I love stovetop stuffing. Say that fast.
No.
But I do. The Old Homestead Steakhouse in New York City, they're open on Thursday.
Yeah.
And they're serving the most expensive Thanksgiving dinner in the country. You want to try it?
Yeah, I'd like to know what it is.
If you want to try it, it will run you $76,000.
Huh? How much?
76.
For what? A family of 25, or is this for one?
70. Well, listen what you get.
Go ahead. Tell me.
The turkey is $105 a pound because it's covered in rare spices and comes with a slab of imported Japanese bacon, a glaze made of oranges that costs $75 each, and a special reserve Grand Marnier, which is a liqueur, and gravy made with rare bourbon.
Oh, that sounds good already.
Yep. The sweet potatoes are served with Caspian Sea caviar. That's $1,600 an ounce. Right. The mashed potatoes are made with a 455-pound Swedish moose cheese. The stuffing includes 475-pound Wagyu beef and foie gras.
Wagyu beef.
Yep. And foie gras. Some of the other side dishes are oysters that cost $100 each. A cranberry sauce is made with,
$100 for an oyster?
Each.
What are they made out of, gold?
I don't know. They're probably imported from someplace that, where they're expensive. A cranberry sauce made with balsamic vinegar that's $60 an ounce. And Wagyu beef lollipops that are made with a cognac that's $4,800 a bottle.
Yummy.
The dinner also comes with tickets to see Hamilton.
Well,
a $7,500 Black Friday shopping spree on Fifth Avenue, and a $20,000 watch.
Oh, for the low price of $76,000.
But there will be people who will buy that. Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to know who they are. Maybe I could find one.
Yeah, well, when you and Katy Perry get together, you also probably do that.
Oh, we might invite you to come over.
Oh, cool.
Would you like to have a $76,000 meal today?
Part of a $76,000 meal. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Time now for the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by Copies in a Flash on the Big 1400.
The Lady Vols overcome a slow start to beat Wichita State, and the Vol football team looks ahead to Vanderbilt. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Lady Vols had a cold shooting hand to start things Monday night, trailing Wichita State 17-13 in the first quarter. But then Tennessee went on a 12-0 run to take control and went on to beat the Shockers 68-56. The Lady Vols shot 40% from the floor, just 2 of 12 from three-point range. Coach Holly Warlick said the team found a way to win despite the sluggish start.
We had great looks. We just didn't finish in the free throw line. We got to get better. We just got to continue to get better. Thought we shot too many threes, but we fought through it. We figured it out and came out to win the basketball game.
Mercedes Russell led Tennessee with 17 points and 9 rebounds. Lady Vols now 3-0. Wichita State drops to 0-4. Lady Vols now head to Cancun for a tournament over Thanksgiving. We'll play Marquette on Thursday night. In towns across Big Orange Country, the holiday season's a busy time as folks shop for gifts, care for their animals, and get their farms prepped for winter's chill. At your locally owned Farmers Co-op, you can address your needs with doorbuster savings happening now through the end of the year on products like Cannon safes, Co-op pelleted beef cattle feed, heaters, and so much more. Stop by a participating Co-op location today or visit ourcoop.com/savings. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee football team goes back to practice on Tuesday afternoon, getting ready for Vanderbilt. Coach Brady Hoke said the team had a good attitude and work ethic last week for LSU and expects the same this week for Vandy.
I think this team will go out there and have a great week of practice, and this team will go out on Saturday and play for Tennessee and play for our seniors.
22 Tennessee seniors will be honored before the game on Saturday. Tennessee and Vandy kick off at 4 p.m. in Neyland Stadium. Reporting for the Vol Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
Maintaining a professional appearance in today's competitive market is key to success. Do you have a need for a new logo design? See Copies in a Flash. Their expert team can assist you from start to completion of your logo design. Maybe it's a flyer you need. They can do that as well. Anything to do with print, your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Visit Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. See Copies in a Flash and view all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash says go Big Orange and are proud to support our community.
Today's show is brought to you by Yams. After the holidays, they go back to their less impressive name, Sweet Potatoes.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna be easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Someday, we'll put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, we'll walk in the rays of our beautiful sun. Someday, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, 36 degrees at 8 o'clock in downtown Clarksville. We'll have an extended look at our weather after this update in national news.
The big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Charlie Rose is absent from the set of CBS This Morning. He's been suspended after 8 women accused him of inappropriate behavior. Correspondent Mike Hempen says the women either worked with Rose or had hoped to.
Rose says he accepts responsibility for his actions, but he doesn't believe all the allegations are accurate. He says he always felt he was pursuing what he calls shared feelings, but he now realizes he was mistaken. Rose says he has learned what he describes as a great deal from these events, and he hopes others will too.
The BuzzFeed website brings word of sexual misconduct allegations against longtime Democratic Congressman John Conyers of Michigan. He allegedly settled a complaint in 2015 from a woman who claimed that she was fired because she rejected his advances. Also at SRNnews.com, there are questions now surrounding the death of a Border Patrol agent who was found suffering from a head injury in West Texas this past weekend.
A spokesman for the National Border Patrol Council, the agents union, told the Associated Press the 2 agents appeared to have been struck in the head with rocks and that they suffered extensive injuries. President Trump described it as a brutal beating, but now investigators are not clear on what happened or if foul play was involved.
Correspondent Jackie Quinn. Just in time for Thanksgiving, a couple of turkeys will be getting a new lease on life thanks to President Trump.
President Trump this afternoon continues a long-running White House tradition of pardoning 2 live turkeys ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. The 2 birds participating in this year's ceremony are named Drumstick and Wishbone. According to the White House, the turkeys will join last year's pardoned birds, Tater and Tot, at Virginia Tech's Gobbler's Rest exhibit. Greg Clugston, the White House.
Dow futures are up 85 points, and this is SRN News. There are 56 million orphans in sub-Saharan Africa right now. In part 2 of our special series on the nonprofit children's home, Naomi's Village in Kenya, founder Bob Mendonça says the plight of those orphan children keeps them in his prayers daily.
I always think, as I'm going to sleep at night, I'd lay there sometimes and wonder about the human wealth, the lives that are being squandered, all of the potential knowledge in the areas of music and arts and mathematics, and just think of the ways that the world could be impacted if these lives could be developed, if they could be allowed to flourish. And instead, what's happening is they're predominantly being wasted and squandered, and yet the resources are there to do something different.
Mendonça adds that the state-of-the-art Cornerstone Preparatory Academy at Naomi's Village is currently helping develop a potential of 540 Kenyan students in grades K through 8. This is SRN News. New leadership for the nation's central bank.
Federal Reserve Chair Janet Yellen submitted her resignation from the Federal Reserve Board to President Donald Trump yesterday, announcing she will leave when her successor is sworn in. On November 2nd, Trump tapped Jerome Powell to become the next Fed chair. Yellen's 4-year term as Fed chair ends on February 3rd, but she could have remained on the board until her term as board member ended in January 2024. With Yellen's departure, Trump will have a chance to fill 5 of the 7 positions on the Fed board in his first year in office. Mike Gracia, Washington.
The first exclusive release of a rare sneaker had to be canceled in Virginia after police were called to help control the crowd. The line outside Nee's Supply Company in Richmond began forming yesterday ahead of the launch of the Nike Air Max 97-1 that had been scheduled for 10 this morning. The store canceled the release just before 5 a.m. More details at srnnews.com.
Loans. Heritage Bank. Those are the only 3 words you need to know if you need a car or boat or RV or storage building or pool or new garage or lawnmower or 4-wheeler or vacation. Or, well, you get the picture, right? Picture yourself with a loan from Heritage Bank and that special something that you've been wanting. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. Loans from Heritage Bank.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather, partly sunny today. Expect a high of around 60 degrees. Partly cloudy tonight, just in time to light the lights on Christmas on the Cumberland. Expect an overnight low of 31, 48 for a high on Wednesday. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be raw. Overnight low Wednesday night, 27 degrees. So if you got to go somewhere Wednesday night into Thursday, expect it to be cold, very cold. And Thursday, a mostly sunny day, 52 for an expected high. Currently, we're at 36 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at Clarksville traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county very busy at this hour. Looks like 41A Fort Campbell's slow in just a couple of spots. 48 and 13 if you're coming into the city from the county. Slow, especially down by Liberty Park. Also looks like 79 out in Woodlawn is slow in a couple of places, and Peachers Mill Road does have a car stopped in the roadway, so be on the lookout for that. It is causing a problem in that area. The 101st Parkway has very heavy traffic on it. 79 St. Bethlehem slow, and 41A out in Sango is slow as well. Now, if you're headed to Nashville, 24 looks pretty good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville area traffic.
Well, good morning. As they put the final touches on that crash at OHB at Owen Drive, south of town, bumper to bumper here on 40 westbound here at Spencer Lane, trying to get in through Hermitage and Donaldson. Traffic still heavy out through Mount Juliet right now on I-40 headed towards Nashville, but it's moving 24, looking a little better at the 38-mile marker. If you're looking for the best bargains, check out GimmeA5.com. They're in Clarksville, Lebanon, and Dixon. You never know what you're going to find there at GimmeA5.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together this morning on the Big 1400 and the latest national news, all brought to you by Heritage Bank on the Big 1400 WJZM. It is 8:08. It is hour number 2 of Good Morning Clarksville with Chuck Edwards. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, John Michaels. I am fired up. It is hour number 2. The mayor is in the studio. We're going to talk with Mayor Kim McMillan. She's all ready to pull the switch as light the lights on Christmas on the Cumberland. Right. You know, she was telling me they're going to have hot chocolate down there. And she said, Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
Oh, they're going to be there as well?
Are going to make an appearance. So, hey, life is good.
And it will be.
Buddy. Can you imagine that? Christmas, hello. I hear them.
You hear some jingle bells?
It sound like some Christmas jingles going on. go to heaven. The big 1400, 36 degrees. Downtown Clarksville expecting a high today of 60. We're talking with Mayor Kim McMillan and John Michaels and I shared with them that half of the people say that a little whiskey,
a little nip.
Half of the people say drinking makes their family more tolerable on Thanksgiving, according to a new survey.
It does at our house.
So that's why you wait till later on in the afternoon to go, because they've already, ingested.
Pretty much already inebriated time I get there.
Yeah,
so
that makes it
I just let them pass out, and then I eat.
But that, everybody has all these Thanksgiving traditions. But it is Tuesday with the mayor, and we're proud that Mayor Kim McMillan has dropped by to spend a few moments with us. And she's got a busy day today. And boy, you look good.
Well, thank you.
I mean, you always look good, but you look.
Well,
I don't know. I like that. See,
I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah,
I mean, I know we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet, but I didn't want to come in dressed like a turkey. But I
see, the next time you come,
Christmas
you can wear that
attire.
necklace that lights up. Like
that's right.
You can do that. So how have you been?
I've been great. Been busy. A lot of things going on in the city.
Yeah, I've been watching Valley Brook because I go by it every day. So now it's done.
It is. We had a great, grand reopening. It's not the opening because we know Valley Brook Park has been there for a long time, but it was due for a facelift and for a makeover, and quite frankly, it did suffer some damage in the 2010 flood, and as a result, we were able, through many years, we've been working on this, I think, since 2010, to get HUD and the federal government to give us some disaster relief funding to help us really improve that park. And we got a grant of $500,000 and added to that. And now I'm telling you, the new and improved Valley Brook Park is an asset and a gem, I think, for the city and for all of the people in the city to enjoy now.
Yeah, and so we've got a new pavilion, a new playground.
Two new playgrounds.
Two new playgrounds,
new sidewalks. We've got a new parking area. We've got a completely new restroom facility now. We've got at least 3 new pavilions that are there. I mean, it's just magnificent. And we actually were able to do some upgrades to some of the other facilities, basketball courts, volleyball courts. We now have picnic and eating places and tables, and we've done it for safety in mind, so we actually reworked the restroom to get it out of the way of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Before, children had to kind of cross over the parking lot.
It was kind of tight.
It was. But now, I mean, there's about 30 acres down there in this park. It's very large, and we've got a stream. I mean, it is just somewhere where I hope that families can now go and enjoy the city of Clarksville. You're right in the heart of the city there.
Yeah, I'm excited about going down there now that it is officially open, because driving by there, I saw the construction going on, and then I saw that it was closed over the weekend or so. I guess
that's right, just the last minute, and trying to get it all done. I mean, $500,000, that's a lot of money, and so it's and you can really tell it when you go. I mean, it's beautiful now. And yesterday at the grand opening, we had all of the children from Tabernacle Christian School came, and they just had a blast.
I can imagine
playing. We just had so much fun. It was great, and they helped me cut the ribbon, and we just dedicated it to all of the children and families in the city of Clarksville.
Yeah, that is the Valley Brook Park, and it's open now, so you can go by and see that. So I guess the big thing would be tonight. You're going to be switching on the lights for Christmas
Flipping
on the
that
Cumberland.
switch. Boy, I can't wait.
Ready.
Every year I get
over 1 million lights.
That's right. Flip that switch and turn them on. And, I mean, it is it's just a real treat, and it's fantastic, and I'm excited. And Mr. and Mrs. Claus are going to be there. They're going to help me like they do every year to flip that
switch. You hear that, John? Mr. and Mrs. Claus are going to be there.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. They're coming. They know who's naughty and who's been nice, and I don't know which one
that's
you
right.
are.
Put them on that list, John Michaels. Put them on that naughty list. Put them on that bah humbug list. You know, don't John Michaels. You know, Mayor McMillan, the Christmas on the Cumberland, I always like it because it's so accessible. And I mean, yeah, I know Nashville has a lot of festivities, but you know, with Christmas on the Cumberland, you don't have to worry about all the traffic, and it's just a nice stroll through the area. And I think it's, you know, we get a lot of publicity, and we get a lot of people who come from all around.
That's right.
To see it.
And we keep adding every year, adding more lights, and we're over 1 million lights now. I don't even know how many we are. I mean, I think maybe you should come out there, Chuck, and count them all for us. But I know they're over 1 million.
I'll bring John. We're going to count the lights. We're going to count the lights.
It's really fantastic. And, I mean, we hear from people all across the country that say, we came and we visited your city, and it was at Christmas, and we saw the Christmas on the Cumberland. And like you say, it's something that people can enjoy because you can, there's not the traffic issues. There's parking, you can park, and then you can just leisurely enjoy the Riverwalk as you travel down and see all of the lights. And it's just a fun way to get into the festive spirit of Christmas.
I'm excited. You know, that really, it does get me ready. So it starts tonight, 5 o'clock.
That's right. At 5 o'clock, I mean, it'll kind of be opening at 5. We'll have a number of our high schools will be there to provide musical entertainment. They will be singing, carolers. We'll have a lot of our dance academies throughout the city will be there to perform. While we're getting ready, the official program will probably start about 6:15, and so we'll get started and make the introductions of all of the relevant people, and then we hope at 6:30 to flip that switch.
Flip that switch, and here come the lights.
That's right.
There'll be hot chocolate available.
There will be hot chocolate. There will also be some probably other goodies and treats that are there.
You have vendors there. Will there be vendors? Are there vendors?
There are only just a few, but what we do, the city provides the hot chocolate. You can come up to the museum, which is part of the McGregor Park there when you come to the amphitheater, and you can get your hot chocolate to enjoy. And I think it's going to be a little nippy. Maybe it's not going to be too bad, though,
hot
tonight.
Chocolate will be right.
That's right. It'll be right.
Yeah, it is Tuesday with the mayor here on the Big 1400. Mayor Kim McMillan is spending some time with us. We need to take a break for our Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Coffee Break and Cheesecake on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Coffee Break and Cheesecake at 1191 Fort Campbell Boulevard, Suite F, where they serve homemade cheesecakes made with only the finest ingredients.
There's a new list out today of the highest revenue-grossing college football programs, according to National Department of Education data collected from the 2015-16 fiscal year. Not surprisingly, the University of Tennessee came in ranked number 2 on that list, grossing just over $107 million, second only to Texas football, who brought in almost $130 million in total revenue. Tennessee's athletics director John Curry has said publicly that financial resources will not be an issue as the Vols look for a new head football coach. And with incoming revenues seemingly at an all-time high, that should definitely be the case. Now to the NHL, where the Nashville Predators are starting to look like one of the league's hottest teams. The Preds have now won 7 of their last 9 games after besting Winnipeg last night 5-3. And their offense, with the addition of center Kyle Turris, has found some new life, producing 5+ goals in 5 of their last 8 outings. And on to the NFL, where the Tennessee Titans may soon have a tough decision to make on veteran wideout Harry Douglas. The former Atlanta standout was back at practice yesterday for the first time since being placed on injured reserve after a preseason knee injury. Titans head coach Mike Mularkey says Douglas could be ready to go as soon as Sunday against the Colts. However, in order to bring Douglas back off from IR, the Titans would need to release a current player to create a roster spot. Lastly today, fans, do not forget we'll have high school basketball basketball tonight here on the Big 1400. Clarksville Academy will host Stewart County with girls action beginning at 6 o'clock and the boys contest to follow. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Cheesecake. It's one of those all-time favorite desserts, and the best you've ever had is waiting in the case at Coffee Break and Cheesecake. They make everything from scratch, right down to whipping their own butter. And they're creating delicious flavors like white chocolate with cookie crust, Reese's Pieces, Oreo mint, and s'mores. Come hungry because they sell not slivers or bites, but huge chunks of deliciousness. Coffee Break and Cheesecake at 1191 Fort Campbell Boulevard, Suite F, just past Dover Crossing.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. It is Tuesday with the mayor. Mayor Kim McMillan is our guest. The athletic complex near Exit 8.
Yes, we are so excited. We are moving forward. We are in the final steps in the property acquisition of the nearly 400 acres. We are in the process of planning for that right now, getting all the contracts done, getting the necessary work to get the property in the hands of the city, and then we'll be able to start with the planning for all of the amenities that we think we're going to have, but from a hopefully new baseball stadium. We're going to have soccer fields and ball fields, hiking trails, Blue Way connections. I mean, this is going to be something that I think Clarksville can be so proud of, and our citizens will love and enjoy.
How do the holidays affect the planning? Because a lot of people, their schedules are short and their work days are different, and it just seems like a crazy time to really get anything done. But you all are working to get this on paper, get it down right, correct?
Absolutely. We, as you know, the council actually passed the resolution which allowed us to secure the necessary funding, which was provided for in the budget, to actually acquire the land. We're talking about, nearly 400 acres.
I know.
So it's something that's it's going to be a little bit complicated because we have multiple owners that comprise all of the parcels that make up the 400 acres, but we've got it all under control, and we're in the process of finalizing the contracts and getting it done.
So with those the money has already been appropriated?
Correct.
And so it's just a matter of writing them, the owners, the check so the city can become officially the owner?
Correct.
Okay. And so will it be done in phases, you think, the complex?
Yes, definitely it will have to be done in phases. I mean, we're talking about something that has the potential and possibility to really be, life-changing for the people in Clarksville.
Wait a minute. Those are life-changing. Do you hear that?
Exactly. When you have the possibility to have a baseball stadium, when you have the possibility to have championship soccer fields that will allow us to have the kind of regional and statewide tournaments that a lot of other communities have had that we haven't been able to enjoy as much because Heritage Park is just not quite large enough and doesn't have the amenities to be able to put on the kind of real tournaments that I think will bring the economic impact to the benefit of the citizens of Clarksville.
That's something probably, Mayor McMillan, that we don't think of is the economic impact of this 400-acre. Is it 400
Exactly.
acres? And you think about, okay, we're going to have new soccer fields, new ball fields, and some other complex, and bringing regional teams and state teams and teams from all over.
Exactly.
We could be a player in that.
Exactly.
And saying that, because that complex will give us that possibility. Of course, I'm thinking, you said that we might have a minor league baseball, like AA minor league baseball team.
Correct. We're looking at right now, I think that you're going to start seeing an announcement perhaps in early 2018 about a prospect league that will be coming to Clarksville. So
baseball league.
That's right, a prospect baseball league. Prospect leagues are ones that they work with colleges And so those are leagues where, you know, they have college players that play. It's a very shortened season, like, you know, 10 weeks or something, where they come and play the additional games, give them the scouts a chance to continue to look at a lot of the baseball players from the regional area to that could go pro. So these prospect leagues they're big deals.
Is it usually in the summer, I guess?
Yes, they're usually they have a summer league time period when the kids are not in school and they're in the summer. And so that way you can get all of the pro scouts that can come and continue to view the top players in college baseball.
And the soccer fields, you planning on having more soccer fields?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, we just don't have enough at Heritage, and we need more in order to really be a prime host to many of the bigger tournaments that are going on. And we need more soccer fields just for the growing soccer leagues that we have right here in Clarksville. They need more place to play and practice also.
Yeah, in case you haven't driven by Heritage Park when they're having a regular soccer matches, and that place it's crowded. It's dizzying to look and see all those different teams out there, and you can tell we need more space in the more area because they're there all day long.
That's right.
You know, with
they
that.
Are.
So this will, you know, kind of ease some of that. So that's exciting.
It is exciting.
So you're thinking that 2018 we'll start moving ahead, and maybe you know, and I know it'll be in phases, but maybe the first part will open maybe in the summer of 2018, maybe?
Well, we just have to see as where we're going, which phase is first. I mean, we have a lot of consultants. We get a lot of really good advice to tell us where we should move first, where is the possibility to recoup some of the costs that we have by using those types of the field where you can generate, you know, money that comes back to the city. But, you know, it's important in projects like this to make sure that we always remember that the money that we're spending, it's not mine, it's the taxpayers. And so we have to make sure.
The residents of Clarksville.
That's right. We have to make sure that we spend it in a wise fashion. We get a lot of good advice about the best way to move forward so that we're not wasting their money. And so I think it's going to be an excellent opportunity for us. You know, we are the 5th largest city in the state, and we need to be able to have the kind of amenities that are deserving of the 5th largest city in the state. And I think this will be one of them.
Yeah. Mayor Kim McMillan's our guest. This is Tuesday with the mayor on the Big 1400. We need to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
America, the home of fun-seeking adventurers. And they all like draw games. But wait till they get a load of Lotto America. With tickets just $1, drawings twice a week, and jackpots starting at $2 million. It's Lotto America from the Tennessee Lottery. It's November in Tennessee, and you know what that means. Fall is in full force, or as we at the Tennessee Lottery like to call it, cash fall. The time of year when a couple of dollars can turn into a nice little cash windfall. And the best part is there are lots of ways to play. Instant games are always fast and fun, or play a big money drawing style game like Tennessee Cash with Tennessee-only jackpots. But you better hurry, because cash is falling like leaves at the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun.
Copies in a Flash is your one-stop copy design and print supercenter. Are you looking for wedding invitations, anniversary, or graduation announcements? You can find any kind of announcements you need. Copies in a Flash can provide it in a flash. At Copies in a Flash, business cards are their specialty. Your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Anything to do with printing? See Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. Visit Copies in a Flash and see all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash is proud to support our community and say go Big Orange.
Don't
despair over that busted stove, broken dishwasher, or out-of-order dryer? Just pick up the phone and call Mr. Appliance. He offers flat rate pricing, meaning there aren't any hidden fees, and he promises an always quick response with same or next day appointments. Mr. Appliance also gives you a complimentary 1-year parts and labor warranty on every household repair. You can book an appointment anytime by calling 931-503-7070 or by going online to MrAppliance.com/Clarksville.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Was your New Year's resolution to lose weight, but you haven't been able to accomplish this? Then come to the Doctor's Diet Program at 231 Dover Road. They are open Tuesdays and Saturdays from 11:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Doctor's supervised weight loss can be achieved by following the simple diet plan. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100 pounds, the Doctor's Diet Program can help. Call them today at 931-906-5555. That's 931-906-5555.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville, Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
Ever lost or misplaced your debit card?
Now, before that happens, download the Card Valet mobile app.
With it, you can turn your F&M debit card on and off, establish when, where, and how it is used, and much more.
And best of all, it's free from F&M Bank.
Member FDIC.
Clarksville Online is where you'll find the latest in Clarksville area news, weather, sports, and current events. Depend on Clarksville Online for crime reports and special events, Fort Campbell news and current events, and the latest financial news. Want sports? Then visit ClarksvilleSportsNetwork.com. Movie listings and weather bulletins? Go to DiscoverClarksville.com. And for all you bikers, visit ClarksvilleMotorcycle.com. You'll find everything you need on the Clarksville Online Digital Network. Clarksville Online. We are Clarksville.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. It is Tuesday with the mayor, and we're talking with City Mayor Kim McMillan. And you were telling me off mic that one of the other things that goes with the opening of the new Valley Brook are the connection to the other parks. Oh, she shows me this picture. Yeah. Look, John. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is. That's pretty cool.
And that's pretty neat, isn't it?
You can't, Mayor Kim McMillan, she's jumped out of a perfectly good airplane twice. Whether she's showing me a picture of her jumping out. That's pretty good. I've never done that.
You haven't?
No.
Oh,
How was it?
Oh, it is. It's really thrilling. I mean, it is exciting. Now I did it.
Were you scared?
No, I really wasn't, because it was a tandem jump. So I had a very professional, experienced jumper that's kind of connected to you. So it's,
right. Yeah.
Which makes it really, really nice. And it was actually the top squadron of jumping with, Fort Campbell and the Screaming Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
They have a wonderful program. And so it was, I was in good hands, felt very safe.
Yeah.
So.
Would you do it again?
But it was exciting. Yes, I'd do it again. I told them I'd do it again.
That's the only way I would
After I landed that first time, once we got on the ground. So it is phenomenal to be able to see the city from 10,000 feet like that. So
going 90 miles an hour.
Jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Perfectly good airplane.
We'll just ride.
Yeah, just roll with it. Yeah. So the park situation, you're telling me that you're gonna be able to go like from the Greenway to Valley Brook?
Exactly. Well, right now we have the Riverwalk, and the Greenway we've made the connection to what we call the Upland Trail, which runs, right around downtown and in that area.
Is that where you have to rappel?
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that the Upland Trail goes across that old railroad trestle, which is kind of high.
Yes.
But it's right there. The ending is right there at Valley Brook. So we are working now on figuring out a way to get from the end of the Upland Trail. You can come off of that, hopefully either stairs. We're trying to figure out the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. Until we do that, we're going to have a lower trail, and we're doing that right now. The work is progressing on being able to connect Valley Brook to downtown, to the rest of our greenway system, so that we can have a continuous method for people to be able to access all of our parks and access all of our facilities, either by bike, by walking, by running. It's really going to be a phenomenal experience to be able to do that.
That'd be so cool to go from the Greenway to Valley Brook, just,
exactly.
Walking. And
that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. That's the ultimate goal. We want Clarksville, and especially the downtown area, to be a walkable community where you can enjoy all the benefits of our parks and of our other facilities we have just by walking.
Yeah, I love walking on the Greenway. That's good news. So we're talking about the police department and these body cams. And I thought it was pretty interesting that the city, Chief Ainsley, and they're holding these public forums.
That's right. We've had one already, and it was I felt like successful. We did it at the Wilma Rudolph Center, and we had different people that came to speak about what we're doing. We're trying to make sure that we do this right. If we're going to have a body camera system where all our police officers are outfitted with the body cameras, we want to make sure that we address all of the issues on the front end, like storage, like how long do you retain the cameras? When do you turn them on or off? I mean, there's so many questions that have to be addressed. Right now, we are drafting and have a draft policy. It's very specific, it's very long, and we're sharing that with the public to say, this is what we believe is the best way to move forward with these body cameras. We were very pleased. We were successful in achieving actually the highest grant that was given in the whole Middle Tennessee area for a city of our size. Again, almost $500,000 that we were able to get because, outfitting at least probably 240 police officers with body cameras it's quite expensive, and it's an endeavor, but it's something that we're committed to in the city and in the police department. We already have our in-car cameras that work so well, and so we want to connect that with the body cameras to make sure that the public feels that they are being protected, that we're being transparent with what we're doing, and so everybody can be comfortable with the protection that our city police department gives to all of our citizens.
Do you feel like the police department is in favor of body cams?
Absolutely. They did a survey of our police department, and do you know it was over 85% of the officers want the body cameras. So they like them. They believe that for them it says, look, we're doing things right, and now we can prove it with the body cameras. We can show you that we're not doing things that we shouldn't be doing. And I think that they want to be able to show the public that they're doing things the right way.
Yeah, with everything that's going on, it would seem like the body cams would be another plus for our law enforcement officials. And they've got another community meeting coming up December 14th. It's going to be at Greater Missionary Baptist Church on Ringgold Road, and it starts at 7:30. No, it's going to be from 6 to 7:30.
That's right, 6 to 7:30, and we'll have more out on it. But I would just urge anybody who's interested in this to come and see. We are really trying to show the public that we are as transparent as we can be. We're putting out the policy and saying, here it is, and if the public has any questions or concerns or, wants any particular item addressed, privacy is always an issue with people, so you always have to make sure that you have provided for instances of, domestic abuse. We don't want to be filming things that, the public doesn't want us to be filming. And so we have policies and procedures to make sure that we're protecting privacy while also letting people know that we want to be transparent and we want to have and show people that the Clarksville Police Department is following all the rules and policies and procedures.
So we're looking at probably implementing this, in 2018? The early part of 2018?
Well, it's probably going to be more 2019. We've got to get all of the policies and procedures, and we actually have to go get a vendor. We don't have a vendor yet on board to order the body cameras. There's so many vendors out there, and so we've got to go out there and do,
pick the best
and
one,
pick the best one, and get all of the body cameras in here. I mean, you're talking about outfitting, over 200 officers with body cameras. I mean, that's a lot of body cameras.
Yep, and so I guess you'll be talking to other departments to see how some of the things, what policies they have and what vendors they use, and then I will form that, and so that'll be early or 2019. You said?
Well, we're thinking sometime in late 2018, early 2019, because like I said, we've got to get the policies drafted and approved, and then we have to go and secure the vendor and actually get, the body cameras themselves.
But the funds will still be there.
Oh, yes, the funds are there. I mean, like I said, we got the large federal grant, and then we matched it with some city money because we wanted to show that we at the city of Clarksville are serious about this.
Yes. It's been a long day. Well, no, it's going to be a long day.
It is, but I'm looking forward to flipping that switch.
I know. Well, you just want to, I'm going to let you go early so you can go back to your office and close the door and work on your list that you're going to give
That's
to Santa.
Right.
Now, I'm giving you my list that I want you to pass on to Santa.
Well,
and it only has
Santa.
I just want more Legos.
More Legos. Well, I'm going to be sure and tell Mr. and Mrs. Claus that Chuck wants more Legos.
And I've been good.
Okay. Well, now, John, you didn't say anything about John Michael. You don't want him to bring him anything?
He not good. He ain't been good.
Oh, now.
I'm telling you.
I can't believe that you'd be on the good list and John Michael would be on the bad list.
He's on the bar humbug list. He's on the bar humbug list. So don't worry about him. He doesn't want Santa to bring him anything anyway. All that he wants to do is sit around and eat Fritos with hot sauce and a hot sauce sandwich and drink his daddy soda.
That's right.
See, he's been bad.
I know.
He's bad. In fact, I'm not gonna give you a list from John because he might not be here when Santa makes his rounds. Yeah. He might be doing time.
Oh, you think so?
He's going.
I'm gonna tell you.
He's going out this weekend.
Now I will only come back and to be on the next time that I'm supposed to be on Tuesdays with the mayor. If you promise me you'll be nice to John Michael. I'm just trying.
See, you're being mean to me.
Be nice to John.
That's right.
Look.
He's being mean to me.
He's going out this weekend, and he's talking about.
What's that got to do with being nice?
He's looking for a bail bondsman. And see, I'm trying to tell him there's an image that you have to uphold. I don't need people going to the police blotter looking, isn't that John Michaels from the WJZM radio?
I just don't believe any of this.
Mean,
I don't believe any of this.
See?
And I just want to say in closing, everybody come out tonight for the lighting of Christmas on the Cumberland. That's right. 5 o'clock on out. The actual lighting, we're hoping, I'll give you a little signal, 6:30.
Okay.
That's when we hope to throw the switch.
Yeah.
Okay?
And they're going to have hot chocolate.
That's right.
And they'll have maybe some other goodies.
That's right.
And an
music
appearance.
and we're going to have an appearance by Mr. and Mrs. Claus and maybe some other special guests.
Yeah. That's tonight. Christmas on the Cumberland. Thanks, Kim.
Good.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Mayor Kim McMillan here on the Big 1400.
Have a happy day. Now when you're feeling low and the fish won't bite, you need a little bit of soul to put you right. You gotta make like you wanna deal and pray. And I know
big 1400 WJZM Radio, 42 degrees, expecting a high of 60. Tonight down to around 31, only up to 48 for tomorrow. It's going to be a little cold. Yep. And Thanksgiving Day, a high of 52 degrees. Right now we're at 42 in downtown Clarksville, where it's time for yes.
Oh, no.
Or BS.
You have thrown this at me at this time of the day, snuck up on me, and you're hitting me with BS. That's what you're doing.
BS.
Oh, brother.
The topic, turkeys.
Oh, no, something I know nothing about.
I will give you a statement. You decide yes, it's true, or no, it's total BS.
Okay.
Thanksgiving trivia.
Total BS.
Thanksgiving trivia is the topic today.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is always the second to the last Thursday in November. Yes or BS?
What now?
Thanksgiving is always the second to the last Thursday of November. Yes or BS?
Yes.
It's always the fourth Thursday in November.
Oh.
Now, sometimes that's also the second to the last Thursday, including this year, but not always. Last year, the second to the last Thursday was November 17th, but Thanksgiving was on the 24th.
No, stop.
Number 2.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln made it a national holiday during the Civil War.
No idea.
Yes or BS?
Can I phone a friend?
No.
Darlene, I need some help. BS.
Abraham Lincoln made it a national holiday during the Civil War.
BS.
Thank you, Darlene. Yes. George Washington asked people to observe it in 1789, but Lincoln was the first president to declare it a national holiday in 1863.
Maybe I won't phone a friend next time.
A woman named Sarah Hale lobbied him to do it. She also wrote the poem, Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. She did. She couldn't do it for turkeys because she wanted, people to eat.
Mary had a little turkey, little turkey, little turkey.
Since 2001, every president has pardoned 2 turkeys a year.
Oh.
Yes or BS?
Yes.
Very good. That's correct. One is a backup in case the first one gets camera shy, but they both get pardoned, and always they have dumb names. The 2 that President Obama pardoned last year were named Tater and Tot.
Oh.
President Trump will pardon his first 2 turkeys tomorrow. Number 4.
Don't ask me how.
Canadians celebrate Thanksgiving too, but they do it on a Monday. Yes or BS?
I have no idea. I don't live in Canada. I'm going to say BS.
Yes. Canada's parliament officially made the second Monday of October in 1957. And finally, the highest grossing movie ever on Thanksgiving weekend is still Back to the Future, Part 2 from 1989. Yes or BS?
Yes. I don't know. BS.
Correct. The top 5 are all animated films. Frozen, Toy Story 2, Moana, Tangled, and The Good Dinosaur. Back to the Future Part 2 is 14.
Oh.
So you did,
I got a couple.
Yeah, you got a couple.
Darlene didn't help me out.
Yeah.
She was supposed to know.
Get a new friend.
I am. I'll have to phone somebody else.
Yeah, the big 1400.
Phone Mr. T next time.
Yeah.
He can tell me.
Yeah, he can tell you.
He can tell me what it's really supposed to be.
The big 1400, WJZM, we roll along here on this Tuesday. Hope your day is going well. 42 degrees downtown, expecting a high of around 60, 31 for an overnight low, and 48 for a high on a Wednesday.
Spending all my nights, all my money going out on the town. Doing anything just to get you off of my mind. But when the morning comes, I'm right back where I started again. And trying to forget you is just a waste of time. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. trying to keep up a smile that hides a tear. But as the sun goes down, you get that empty feeling again. How I wish to God that you were here. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Now that I put it all together, give me the chance to make you see. Have you used up all the love in your heart? Nothing left for me. Ain't there nothing left for me? Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see there was something in everything about you. Baby, come back. Listen, baby, you can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. I was wrong, and I just can't live. Baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where it's 43 degrees, expecting a high today of around 60. Time now for some good news.
I love some good news.
Yeah, when we're thinking about some good news, an 8-year-old kid from upstate New York named Frankie Burns was getting ready for a Gaelic football playoff match in the Bronx earlier this month. It's kind of like rugby, but it's not as rough as rugby. But while he was unloading his team's equipment, he found a wallet on the ground with 17 $100 bills in it. $1,700 is like $1 million to an 8-year-old, but
like
he says that.
Me.
Yeah, it's like $1 million to me. But he says that he never even thought about keeping it because he didn't earn the money. He gave the wallet to his dad instead, who used the ID to track down the guy it belonged to. It turned out the guy had been mugged a week earlier. He had got hit in the back of the head with a baseball bat and spent several days in the hospital.
Yikes.
The guy who mugged him didn't get his wallet, but he dropped it while he was running away. The $1,700 was supposed to cover the rent. His brother and a friend had to pay it for him while he was in the hospital. Now he has the money to pay them back. And he was so grateful that he gave little Frankie one of the hundreds as a reward, which he's using to buy a new pair of cleats.
Well, that is a great story.
So go, Frankie. Go, Frankie. You got yourself and that's the best way to do it. You know, you always think about, wow, if you found a wallet and it had $1,700, what would you do? Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you give it?
I would try to find who owned it, because I would want them to do the same for me.
Yeah.
And they say honesty is the best policy.
I believe that. I believe that.
So
I
would.
believe that.
I would
Yeah.
not. I would
So-
not take it.
Yeah.
I'd
So
look at it for a long time, though.
Good. Yeah. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it only had $300 in it. I don't know what happened to the others. The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Thank you for sharing part of your Tuesday with us. John and I always look forward to being with you. Till tomorrow. Be well, my friend. Bye bye.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
on the day that lies ahead of me. Seems impossible to face.